Well, here we are at the Sunset Transit Center. Just had a few closing words for today, Thursday. You know, the Sunset Transit Center and the committee has just been a place for comedy, actually. But, you know, all along this time when we seen light rail grow too fast, or it's not secure enough, or managers maybe taking themselves too seriously, and different debacles with light rail, and then the economic hard times we've been having this last year with the banking and loss of jobs, lack of work, and now the cutbacks in service. It's time for us to kind of reflect just a little bit. On a serious note, we know none of these things make us feel good. Nobody likes to hear about these things. We know that the managers affects the workers, and so we want them to make good decisions so that there's not a lot of layoffs. We feel bad for those who will have their service cut, and it's just not about our jobs, but it's about the public. So about the public. Anyway, just reflecting on this on the eve before they announce the lines that they will be cut, and we hope and pray for everyone there that they will make good, sound decisions. The economy will come back, and our leaders will set a good example and listen to others, perhaps. You know, like I say, this is just comedy, but a lot of people have thoughts, and if you always want it your way, without listening to others, maybe, and it can bring in problems. So we hope the managers use a spirit of sound mind and show by example that they are feeling the effects of their decisions as well as the economy. So that's it, Bob, reporting live. On over here to Alex. Alex, what do you think about eliminating Fareless Square? What do you think about trying to say? You love that idea, okay?
25 cents, 50 cents.
Just something as a token to get them on.
Very fast story. Oh, you do?
Mm-hmm.
I remember when I was driving a 57 before the Max.
Yeah.
Many times. At 18, I had almost empty bus. At Stork, I couldn't pick up anybody. So I went through downtown with a full load with an Arctic, you know, and when I get to 18, which is now Goose Hollow, I had 5-6 people.
So everyone rode, yeah. So what do you think about it? Might generate some revenue, but what do you think is the idea? Is it a good idea to eliminate Fareless Square or not?
I believe it is.
Okay.
I believe it is.
All right.
I believe fair-paying people behave better. I'm sorry to say that.
Behave better, more responsible.
More responsible.
What about the homeless and what about the drug people? What are they gonna do?
I'm gonna miss them.
I know what I can do.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna send an operator.
All right. We just checked in with board member Alex for Fareless Square topic today.
Who went to Forest Grove. I couldn't pick them up in downtown.
Oh, okay. All right.
But at 18, everything, the bus was half empty or almost empty.
Right.
But I couldn't pick up people at Main.
So you couldn't pick up passengers that paid their fares because of passengers that did not pay their fares. Yes. This is a true story.
Who is paying a fare, going to Hillsborough, going to Beaverton Transit, going to Forest Grove.
Okay.
So that's, I think,
you know, if we got that something for Fareless Square,
interfering with people who has to ride a bus.
Yeah, it interferes with them. Right.
People who's basically keeping us alive.
You know, if we did charge something, we might get that HD TV for the Sunset Transit a little sooner.
I believe so.
All right.
We should, Bob.
See you later. We're still pondering the question of Fareless Square. We're checking with all the board members and getting their opinion and take before we make our final decision whether we're going to keep it or not. Today we're going to interview Mort. Mort, what do you think about Fareless Square? Do you think we should keep it or get rid of it or modify it?
We think we should modify it. Make sure everybody has a special pass for Fareless Square, and it should be like monthly $5. $5 a month, you know. Pay for it, you know, if you want to just ride Fareless Square, you know.
So that would be a different little ticket. Everybody would recognize that, you know.
They get on the show, and you know, so
all right.
you know there's no free ride, so that is good stuff.
Yeah.
Because a lot of them, they just leave around downtown and they just ride for free, you know, so $5 probably would be anything, you know, just, but at least you try them out.
Right.
That's a lot, $5 a month, or God knows how many people ride, you know.
Right. My son had so many speeding tickets, he finally just moved downtown. He was going to Portland State anyway, rented a condo and just rode free to, you know, he worked in the Pearl District. He could ride almost all the way free to that place. Worked at a Thai restaurant, and then he went to Portland State and lived downtown, and everything was free.
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
Well, actually, it helps a lot when people get on. If they show a pass they have for Fareless Square, like $5 about for monthly, and the driver, they know, because once you leave the Fareless Square, you know everybody showed their passes, you know.
Right.
This way you don't have people
But you still have to keep track of the ones.
For the square and for free. So
Don't you have to keep track of, did that person have a pass or a Fareless Square pass? Do you have to remember that?
Well, it don't matter as long as they show you something.
Oh, I see.
As long as they show you.
So you could buy a Fareless Square pass, but still ride to Hillsborough.
Then that's their. Well, there's a lot of people that just ride in the Fareless Square and they're still on the bus when you leave. You know, what are you gonna do? Get out and, you know, a lot of time, you know, most of the drivers they just
go. You don't want to make an issue about it. Yeah.
Hoping that furnace factory gets on the bus.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thanks, Mort.